Hello! Thank you for tuning in for your September Zodiac Wheel reading. I'm Elise, and these readings are for the general collective to use as a guide for your month ahead. It is for your sun sign, and if you know your rising sign and moon sign, then check those out in the other videos that I've done there as well for the whole of the zodiac signs, focusing on each individual zodiac sign and the energies associated with that. The animal medicine cards have their messages for you too in the confirmation reading, which follows the zodiac reading, so stay tuned for that. And if you were looking for a more personal, deeper reading, then please do contact me. The information is included in the description box below. And you can find more on my webpage or join Elle's Psychic Astrology group on Facebook. And there we have bonus readings and watch parties where I do live readings, and I do answer questions live also. So again, thank you so much, and we will get started now with your September Zodiac Wheel forecast. Hello and welcome, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in for your September Zodiac Wheel. This is for Gemini sun signs, rising signs and moon signs. So if you know what your rising sign is or your moon sign, don't forget to check them out in the videos that are also there in my Zodiac Wheel channel. Welcome to any new viewers. These readings are for the general collective, and they're for you to use as a guide for the month ahead. And welcome back to those of you who are subscribed. Thank you for being a part of my tribal family here on Elle's Psychic Zodiac Wheel. I've included information for you below if you would like to contact me for a more personal, deeper reading. So just check out that description box for that. Okay, so now I would just like to focus for you, Geminis, for the month ahead for September. I would like to invite Great Spirit, my guides and angels, to join me with this reading for Gemini, and I give thanks for any messages that come through in this reading for Gemini's highest good and for the good of all concerned. For Gemini for September 2019. Thank you. Okay, Gemini, well, to start off with here, we're being shown the Three of Wands there in the area of your persona and how you are viewing the outer world, the window through which you view the world, and your expression. So how other people see you also is being indicated here. And firstly, I feel that you have really done well. You've been very patient and you know, you have that inner knowing that something is on its way, something's coming. You just have to be patient. You got that shooting star here with the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is a message of always having your eye on the horizon. So you're not walking around, you know, with your head hung, watching your feet. You've got your head up and your view is far-reaching. So you're really being propelled to keep your eye on the outcome. Now that's not to say to get anxious waiting for the outcome. That's more about feeling what it would be like having that outcome already having happened, even though you're still waiting for it. Okay? Now, here in your area of how you earn your money, your values, and your measure of your self-worth is this area of the wheel. It's the Six of Wands. Victory, success, acclaim, recognition. Wonderful. Very, very helpful for you. Makes you feel it's all been worth it, Gemini. Now here you have the Four of Swords. Now that is a message for you to rest a bit. Time to have some R&R. So I do feel that some of you may be taking a bit of a break. You're not necessarily going a long way from home. Some of you may even be staying at home, but you're certainly going to feel like you've had a good break. So, you know, it's even a case of if you've just been feeling a little bit off colour and things, you know, are just sort of been piling up on top of you, you know, work can wait. Sometimes you've got to put yourself first, especially with this Virgo energy. The Virgo energy wants you to take care of yourself, wants you to look after yourself, give yourself a break. Self-love is a very prominent energy from that Virgo energy. So a little bit of that will go a long way for you, Geminis. Now here in the base of our wheel, in the 4th house representing family, you've got the most wonderful 10 of Pentacles. So that is also letting me know that you can rely on what you've built up, and there's a lot of you out there, Gemini viewers, that are realizing that you've got backup. Financially, it's a good sign that that is going to be flowing more and more prosperity in the home and to do with the home, which also does correlate with the energies that are around at the moment, because the moon, the Venus and Mars, Sun and Mercury are all in Virgo at the moment, and that is really affecting your area of communication, short distance travel, and siblings also, and your home, the foundation of the wheel, the base of the matter. So beautifying the home is also indicated here with Geminis. Okay, so a really nice energy and planetary aspects. And the aspects are actually trining off to your 8th house, with the Saturn and Pluto being in that area. So the Capricorn energy, so the Virgo energy from the 4th house to the Capricorn energy in the 8th house, which is other people's money. It's also to do with inheritances, emotional values, and endings and new beginnings. So I do feel that rest here, that self-love that is being shown and needed here with that 4 of Swords ties into that planetary trine. Now, in the area of the Funhouse, you've got the 6 of Cups. So again, there's something here to do with whether that's past family. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Past family. Is that family members that maybe you haven't had contact with, or someone has been tracing their family members, something like that. And so don't be surprised if your ancestral energies are really presenting themselves to you at this time through September. Our ancestors, you know, they went through a lot to get us here. You know, if you think about your ancestors, they never had the comforts that we've got now. Even if our material world is a very humble, basic one, we still, in this modern world, have more comforts than our richest ancestor from a couple of 100 years ago. So yeah, that 6 of Cups here in that area of fun and love given and received, I do feel that you will have connections from the past, and the ancestral line is being shown to me quite strongly here by Spirit. So let me know in the comments, what do you know about your ancestors? In your working area and your health area, I do feel that you're in a good position there, okay, with that Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the message I've got coming through is to be practical. Keep it simple and be practical. And again, with this Virgo energy, it is about self-love. It is about how to love thyself. Now, that is about looking after yourself as well. So, for those of you that have been thinking, I really should get that checked out, whatever it may be for you, this month is a good time to book in for those appointments. Others of you are feeling that you're wanting to look into more alternative self-care and self-love. And the Queen of Pentacles is saying to you that is a very good path for you to explore. And it will enhance your overall, they're saying engine. That's what Spirit is saying to me. It's like an engine. So you've got to, you know, make sure the oil's topped up, which would be our blood, so to speak. Make sure that the battery's tuned up, which would be our heart. It's saying for you to look at it in a practical way and focus on just checking in on all of this so that you can be running at your optimum efficiency. So let me know what pampering you're giving yourself, Gemini. Here in relationships of all kinds, partnerships, business, marriage, ones equals. For some of you, I feel that there's a bit of a dark night of the soul. But all is not lost. Okay? You've still got the pennies sitting there. So I feel that there may be some of you Geminis that feel that your material status is affecting why you're feeling this way. So you may be searching for a partner, for example, and think that, you know, you've got the money to be able to afford to do things with a partner and that kind of mindset. This dark night of the soul, message from the Five of Pentacles is letting you know that it goes deeper than that. And to not just be satisfied or offering, whichever side of the coin is right, feeling resonating for you, to not just be coming from a material stance. You know, you like, say you're someone who is kind of set up, so you're looking for a partner, but you've got all these boxes that this partner has to tick, that they have equal amount as what you've got, that they've got a job, that they own their own home, that they've got a nice car. If they're all the boxes that you're wanting ticked, Gemini, for a partner, for those of you that are single, then you're not coming from the right place to be in a partnership with somebody, because partnership, yes, it is important to have material stability and prosperity is wonderful, but you need to be able to have the genuine stability of an authentic person coming from a place of love. So that is the message from Spirit for those Geminis looking for the right partner. For those of you that have fallen on hard times, which the Five of Pentacles also can indicate, it's letting you know that after any darkness comes sunshine. So things will improve. Don't let the worry of lack be the feeling that you use to manifest more lack. Because at this time, if you're feeling that you are lacking, you need to just use baby steps to do it, but you need to be looking at it from the perspective of feeling what it feels like to have plenty, because it is our feeling that manifests more of the same. So if you're feeling lack, you will manifest more of the same. If you can tune in to that feeling of plenty and keep that eye on the horizon, this darkness will shine very brightly with the light that is to follow. After rain, there is sunshine. Here we have the Emperor influencing the area that is connected to other people, other people's money, other people's opinions, other people's guidance, generally others, okay? And it's also letting you know about your own emotional values and new beginnings, and for every new beginning there needs to be an end. So there is something coming to an end so that you can set your foot on the new path. And the Emperor is a wonderful card of leadership. It is also a card of taking action. It is an Aries ruled card, so therefore it has that fire, passion, and being able to really lead the way. And we lead by example, not by criticism or being a dictator. Okay? Because that energy with the Virgo energy can be that critical energy, because the Virgo's energy is that of perfection and finding the perfection. And it's fine to find perfection, but we are human beings. So we are perfect human beings even with our flaws, basically. And so, you know, just a little reminder to yourself, Geminis, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not human beings having a spiritual experience. Even though we think we're human beings seeking spiritual enlightenment, it is our humanness that gets in our way of our enlightenment. So, you know, be of this world, be in this world but not of it, is what I'm hearing. That's the message I'm getting. So when you're being in this world but not of it, it's that you become the witness to your own world that's going on around, without judging, without criticizing, without blaming. You're just witnessing. And also relinquishing control, because the Emperor is a bit of about having control. So there's it's sort of like handing it over and allowing somebody else to hold the fort for a while too. Now here with the Three of Cups in the area of philosophy, higher education, and other cultures, there is a celebration being shown there with the Three of Cups. Invitations, whether it's to christenings, engagements, weddings, there's invitations there being shown with the Three of Cups as well. So lovely energy. It also is a card that does indicate birth. Okay, so I do feel that there is someone of you is wanting a child, and I'm just feeling that this is letting me know that will materialize, that will manifest. Okay, now 10th house, the zenith of our wheel, you have the Hierophant. So there's those of you Geminis that actually are maybe sending out the invitations for your wedding. The Hierophant often to me speaks of marriage and weddings, ceremonies. This Virgo energy is a wonderful time, by the way, to do any ceremonial kind of work. So if you do like doing rituals or ceremonies, this is a good influence here through the early part of September to about mid-September with all the energy being in Virgo, because it's a very pure energy, the Virgo energy. So you can get a lot of insights from the Virgo energy as well. Now, 11th house here is to do with your hopes and wishes. It's the wish house and your friendships. So again, I'm seeing new beginnings and the end of the old and the beginning of the new, with that death card there and the Emperor here in the house of new beginnings and rebirth. I feel that you really will be starting afresh and feeling that you have let go well. So that purging energy of that we're being having influence us all year pretty much, with Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn, especially Pluto. Pluto wants us to purge, wants us to release. And it's also with the Pluto energy too, wanting you to not become too embroiled in the dramas of life. And it's letting you know that your challenge is to rise above any negativity and to use your resources for the good of all. So, interesting message there for you, Virgo, for you, Gemini. This Virgo energy and the Capricorn energy, the frequencies that is bringing us is one of cleansing and clearing, because that Virgo energy likes to purify, and the Pluto energy in Capricorn is wanting us to purge and let go. And I'm being shown here that you definitely are able to do that. And with it, you'll be making a new commitment to yourself, which is going to bring you a much more joy. And it's also letting go of any negativity from the past, because these two are opposite each other as well. And the past is playing when thoughts of the past come that are unpleasant for you, just remember, Gemini, that the past isn't happening now. That's not to say that it didn't happen and that it wasn't painful. That's just letting you know that it's just a memory and it's a thought. And as important an event that it was in your life, it isn't happening now. And remind yourself that it isn't happening now. And you have the opportunity now to really be able to love your inner child. Because a lot of the things to do with our past are that hurt inner child within us all, that wounded child. So visualize yourself cuddling and holding that inner child that was you, and letting that inner child know how much you love them, and how you will guide them so that they can find their inner peace. So some inner child work will be very beneficial for you. And here we have the King of Wands in the 12th house. Now, the King of Wands is that energy of passion. It's the fire sign energy connected to the wands, the King of Wands. So there's a lot of passion there for you to use and to direct into a project or a new idea. So around the 19th and 20th, you have the moon in Geminis. So make the most of opportunities that come along at that time or around that time. Learn to discriminate. And know that you're not going it alone. You can always contact somebody. Whether or not, like most of the time these days, we contact somebody by sending them a text message or sending them email, for example. So that sort of then dictates to how long before you hear back from them, sort of thing. Because not everybody, you know, people might be driving or they may be out of range. So, but that doesn't mean to not make the contact. Because I just feel here through September, especially around that moon there in Gemini, the 19th, 20th, around that time, communication is important for you to be able to communicate. And communication too, for you Geminis, isn't always about talking. Communication is about listening as well. So maybe you're going to be contacted by somebody and you need to listen to them. I don't see here with the cards any real conflict being shown to me. I just sort of feel that there is some deep contemplation and for you to keep your eye on the horizon. Now, the other messages that I'm being shown here for you Gemini are connected to short distance travel, your siblings, your foundation and your home. Okay, so that's quite a strong energy there being shown to me, and that you have wonderful new ideas which could be coming through in the group effort with this end of the old and the beginning of the new. So you may find that you're putting forward your ideas in your group, whether it's your working life or private life or your social media, and it's building momentum and people are really getting behind your wonderful new ideas. So now I just asked for a confirmation card reading for Gemini for September 2019. What message from the animal medicine cards do you have for Gemini for September 2019? Can I have a confirmation card for September for Gemini for 2019? Thank you. And your message from Animal Messages is kangaroo. You feel that there is more to life than what you are living. So it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you're being drawn to what would make you happy. Either way, you're in control. Wonderful message there for you, Gemini. So thank you so much for joining me for this month's Zodiac Wheel reading, Gemini. And if you do know your rising sign or your moon sign, please do check those out. If you are wanting a more deeper personal reading, because this is just for the general collective overview reading, then I have left my email and website details there in the description. You can also come and join us at the Elle's Psychic Astrology group on Facebook, and the link's there for you to be able to do that. Okay, we do bonus readings and watch parties, and I give live readings and answer questions live as well. Okay, so if you have enjoyed this reading, please give it the thumbs up. Thank you so much. To any new viewers, do subscribe and click that little bell there, and I will be back next month for October's Zodiac Wheel reading. Much love to you, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me. Many blessings. Namaste.